说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello, newbies. This is Chinese Pod, and I'm Ken Carroll.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
And Jenny, would you like to tell us about today's lesson?
From my personal experience
Okay.
comes today's lesson.
Okay.
Too much to drink.
Too much to drink.
My
You're talking about
personal experience is not the drinking part, but being hit by someone who has had too
I
much.
thought you were going to tell us about your,
My puking.
No, your experiences with milk. Too much milk, something like that.
Oh, I'm not very pleasant either.
Okay. So we're talking about somebody has had too much to drink. So the context here is,
in
like
a bar.
In a bar, maybe, with a young fellow
Yes.
coming on to a young lady. And after he's had slightly too much to drink.
Yes.
Okay. There's your context. Tell us the expression, the verb, just to drink.
喝
Now, 喝 literally means drink. It doesn't necessarily mean drink alcohol.
No,
Right.
just means to drink.
So in Chinese, you don't use it in the same way. We say, do you drink in English? That means do you drink alcohol. If you said that in Chinese, it wouldn't make a lot of sense because
Nope.
it doesn't have that other connotation. Now, so here we have the dialogue, which we'll listen to 3 times, then we come back and then we will have a drink or... No, we won't. We'll
Take a sip.
analyze it. Take a sip of the lesson, indeed.
Dialogue first time.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
什么？你喝多了？
我没有啊，我喜欢你呀。
走开！
Second time.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
什么？你喝多了？
我没有啊，我喜欢你呀。
走开！
Third time.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
什么？你喝多了？
我没有啊，我喜欢你呀。
走开！
Okay, let's translate it now. Just one little insight to listeners as well at this point. Why we do it this way, we don't, we try to piece the stuff together piece by piece. So you hear it first, then we translate it, but you can have some questions. And then
Yep.
the third phase of the lesson, we try to go through it
We
thoroughly.
dissect it.
Yeah, and that's because it's what we call a top-down approach. It's better, the more you can figure out for yourself about this stuff, the better it is. That's how you learn. It's always better to figure out something you can for yourself. From a teacher's perspective, I always believe it's better to let a learner figure out whatever they can rather than, telling people everything. But we can't leave the podcast at the end without going through the details. So that's the logic. So you try to put it together in whatever form you can. If you can figure out 10%, 50%, whatever. But by the end of the lesson, you will know it. Whew. Okay.
Let's translate it now.
Yes.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
Hello, miss. I like you.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
Hello, miss. I like you.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。什么？你喝多了？
What? You've had too much to drink.
什么？你喝多了？
What? You've been drinking too much.
什么？你喝多了？我没有啊，我喜欢你啊。
Me? No, I haven't. I like you.
我没有啊，我喜欢你啊。
Me? No, I haven't. I like you.
我没有啊，我喜欢你啊。走开，
Go away.
走开，
Oh, go away.
走开。 Can you do that very convincingly?
The go away part, actually. Well, this is, again, context. See a story here. Could be obviously in a bar.
Yes.
Could be elsewhere. I don't know where else it could be, but it's most likely to be a bar. And the stories, I think, help you to remember them.
Yes.
The details and the words, indeed. Now, let's see how this young chap, this young Errol Flynn, how he approached this. So he went up and he called the girl Miss. He called her
小姐,小姐,
小姐. Basically means
Miss.
Miss. Nothing odd about that. That's the way you dress any young lady. Nothing suggestive or anything. So 小姐, you could use it in which context? Anytime you're talking to them. And it's used in restaurants in southern China a lot as
when
well.
you address the waitress.
The waitress, yeah. 小姐. Certainly you would use it in any sort of formal context, and somebody comes into the office or reception, or you're meeting someone, you want to address them. 小姐. There you go. Now, I like you.
我喜欢你,我喜欢你.
Yeah. I know. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. 我喜欢你. Okay.
I was serious.
Now,
It's important to like your partner.
It is. You've got to like each other when you're doing this stuff. Now, the verb to like is
喜欢,
喜欢.
喜欢.
And the tones on 喜欢 are
Third and neutral.
third and neutral. The verb to like.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
Now, you have two pronouns here, so I like you. So let's hear that.
我喜欢你.
So, 我, of course, you can guess means I like you.
Yes, of course, 你 is you.
Correct. Now, this
小姐.
小姐, she's having none of this. She says,
什么?你喝多了.
now, 什么, meaning
What?
what?
What are you up to?
What are you up to? What are you talking about?
Yes.
什么? I think we can guess here that they don't know each other.
Nope.
Maybe they do, but it's unlikely. She's going, what?
Yeah.
什么? The same way you can use it. Now, 什么 is neutral in that sense.
Yes.
什么? But depending on how you use it,
The
of
way you
course,
say it.
could be almost aggressive even.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, she has a low level of sort of indignation, perhaps. You know, 什么? But she might be taking the compliment at one level, so it's not like super aggressive or anything like that. 什么? Now,
Then she realizes probably he's had too much to drink.
well, I think she knew all along. So how did she express that?
你喝多了. 你喝多了.
So 你, as in you. The verb to drink, as we said, is
喝.
that's a first tone.
Yes.
喝. And the next bit was 多,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now,
Also first tone.
first tone,
Meaning too much.
too much, a lot.
Yes.
It's used in many, 多少, right?
Yeah.
It's
To ask
used in
how many,
how much.
How much. Yeah.
Now, and the lot here indicates an action that has been completed in a sense. So you've had too much to drink.
你喝多了. 你喝多了.
A subtle difference here. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're drunk, right? Drunk is another
There's a
expression.
level of ambiguity here
Yeah,
still, but
yeah.
obviously you've had too much to
Yeah.
drink.
You've had, I think the implication here would be you've had so much, just enough to affect your behaviors, let's say.
Exactly.
To say someone 你喝醉了, I think would be aggressive. It would
That's
be
definite. You're drunk.
Yeah. The subtleties. There you go. Now, so of course, the guy says, me?
我没有啊，我喜欢你啊。
So, 没有啊, meaning no, not, negative. As in, of course, I haven't had
that much to
a
drink.
lot to drink. And he repeats his first
Declaration.
Yes, which was.
我喜欢你啊，我喜欢你啊。
Now she's going to have the sort of delicious pleasure of suitors of just putting them in their place and giving them marching orders, and she still got the compliments. Don't forget. So she just says.
走开，走开。
It's okay. That means literally
To go away.
go away. 走 meaning
To go or to walk.
to walk.
And
And
开
kai literally means
to open.
to open.
Or to spread.
To spread.
out.
So, right. So now in this sense, so 走开, get out of here.
Yeah. Get out of
leave.
my way.
走开. 走开 is fairly direct, right? You would only say it in a
Very.
situation where you're like get out of my face,
Yes.
essentially. 走开.
It's very strong.
It's very strong. Well. That is not me in the dialogue.
Quite
gentlemen.
entertaining.
Quite entertaining indeed. Let's listen to it 3 more times.
Dialogue first time.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
什么？你喝多了？
我没有啊，我喜欢你呀。
走开！
Second time.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
什么？你喝多了？
我没有啊，我喜欢你呀。
走开！
Third time.
小姐，你好，我喜欢你。
什么？你喝多了？
我没有啊，我喜欢你呀。
走开！
Now, I know that, a woman like you, Jenny, is probably in danger of this kind of,
I don't put
suitor.
myself in danger.
I'm sure you don't.
I
but I'm
stay
sure.
at home.
They probably come and knock at your door, Jenny. You're so...
No, I get natural high at home. I don't
Fair
need
enough.
substance.
I believe you. There's thousands wouldn't, as we say in Dublin, but I believe you, Jenny. Kidding. I'm kidding. This stuff, again, the stories help you to, I think, retain the input here.
And to really have a taste of the subtlety of the language.
Absolutely. So it's all subtlety here on Chinese Pod. Now,
delicate stuff.
Indeed. So what you can do is go to ChinesePod.com, explore it in a lot more details. This is how you learn. You'll notice that, for example, that we repeat stuff several times in the actual lesson, and that's for memory purposes.
Yes.
We try to make 30 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, and maybe 2-3 minutes later. So you hear these things over and over. But to really get a word, to really get vocabulary, you need to see it in different contexts. You need to explore it at different levels, at the visual level, at the text level, at the audio level, and so on. And that's how you learn. So why not go to ChinesePod.com and
Explore.
and if you are going there, why not say hello to us on the discussion conversations?
Conversation part.
Great. Okay, miss. It's time for us to say what?
再见.
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0629.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0629 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0629.